Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit sports community and around the world. We've got another episode of The Morning After for you on this beautiful Tuesday. Would be a Bookit with Trent Tuesday, but unfortunately he's in the Galapagos because apparently he couldn't afford betting on the bookie anymore.
Yes.
Josh is in the studio. We got a great episode for you. I actually had an okay night last night. You know, normally I come on here bitching, moaning. I'll say what, though? We had a horrible day on the pitch. And that's just being honest with the people out there. Every game in the MLB went under last night, so that's cool. Totally fucked me. But the Braves -1.5, like we talked about, were somewhat free.
Yeah.
The NBA was a complete shit show last night. Buzzer beater after buzzer beater. We had a patented double bang. But why don't we run the graphic and let's talk about it in one world. What in the world? The segment where Mikey and Josh talk about what happened in the news last night. The Lakers are the most unserious organization in the entire fucking NBA. First of all, how are we going to have the GOAT, LeBron James, 17 seconds left, do or die three, brick shit?
Yeah, that was tough.
Brick shit, do
That
or
was
die
tough.
three. But we're going to get on a barbershop chair and bitch about being clutch? Brick shit, 17 seconds left to go up. Or to tie the series 1-1.
Yeah.
17 seconds, wide open three. It doesn't get more open than what he got, by the way, as a look.
No.
Brick shit. Maybe dribble it out. Maybe drive to the lane. You got so much time on the clock. Why are you chucking that shot up?
Dude.
And then who got the game winner hit on them on the other end? Couldn't be the player that I was just bitching about that he should be the defensive player of the year.
No, couldn't be.
Couldn't have been the guy that was just bitching on my feed about how he should have been the defensive player of the year. No way he got done by a step back fadeaway baseline buzzer beater.
That shot was disgusting. In his defense, that.
But no way.
Yeah, no way. But
No
that
way
was,
on one end.
That was nasty. You got to give Jamal.
But
his
no way
props.
on one end.
Yeah.
The goat who bitches about being clutch, brick shit at three, wide open with 17 seconds left, and the defensive player of the year bitch candidate gets a buzzer beater hit on his noggin. There's no way that happened to the Lakers, right?
No, that happened.
There's no way that happened to the Lakers. They're the most
way.
unserious organization in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, they just sell out every year to
20-point
get
lead, Josh. They blew a 20-point lead
I think the problem is.
in a must-win game on Denver soil.
I think their problems are role players. In my opinion, their role players are mid. And that's, I'm a big proponent of, you need your role players to be clicking if you want to win in the playoffs. I think that the role players are the biggest asset to a good team.
Jordan doesn't miss that shot.
No, he does not.
Jordan doesn't miss that shot. And I do think the funniest comment I just read, I know I can't see the name. I think it was AKA Bob in Twitch. It was fucking hysterical watching Anthony Davis fall into the bench.
Yep.
It looked like his life flashed before his
Yeah.
eyes. Like he was like, holy shit, I'm going down like this. Here's the problem, though. You can't go through 3-minute, 5-minute scoring droughts in the NBA. They
You
did that
can't do
twice.
Yeah.
They did that twice in the second half. You
That's
can't
like
do that.
hard. That's like hard to do in the NBA.
Near impossible. Near impossible, Josh.
They're
Near
Providence
impossible.
basketball out there.
Okay. Okay. I deserve that one. That one I'll take. I mean, yeah, but let's give Jamal Murray his flowers. That shot was fucking insane.
Disgusting.
It's also the perfect way they drew it up. He wanted AD because
Yeah.
you know he's got the speed on him, the
Yeah.
quickness on the step back. You knew that was going to go. I will say this, though. I got EPL plays. Don't worry, we're going to get to in a little bit. And during the slate, if you see the little segment bar we've now built. How do you guys like that, huh? Horny? No? I like it. But here's my thing about that. Let's also talk about the Nuggets not giving up. I feel like a lot of times in the NBA when they're down 20-15, the other teams give up. Perfect example, the Orlando Magic. What the fuck are they doing in the NBA playoffs? That might be the worst team I've ever seen make an NBA playoffs in my entire life.
They're mid.
Like, what are they doing
They're
here?
just so young, dude.
But
That's
what are
the
they
thing.
doing here? How the
don't
fuck did
know.
they make it here? Why are they here? And why are they playing? It's the two most auraless teams in the NBA playing each other. Like, if you're tuning into the Cavs Magic series and you don't have money on it, you need to get your brain checked. Because that is the
facts.
worst basketball game I've laid my eyes
That
on.
is facts. They're just two gross teams, gross orgs.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. I mean, I think Cleveland's gonna win this round. Think that Donovan Mitchell's the truth, and then
They're going to get
swept.
smoked.
They're gonna get swept.
You're playing like an AAU team.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, makes me want to give even more respect to the Thunder because they're also young.
Yeah.
But they're doing the do.
They're a little better though.
No, I mean better, but
Yeah.
same scenario in terms of like young
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
I mean,
for
they
sure.
got way better. I mean, they got Shea.
I think they're just.
Paolo Banchero doesn't come close.
I think they're
to that.
also deeper.
Yeah,
but-
but the East is soft. I agree. I did want to talk about with the East.
Yeah. Your boys.
I firmly believe the New York Knicks are going to win the NBA championship. Like, I firmly believe the New York Knicks are going to win the NBA championship. In a game like that, which, by the way, on paper, the Sixers are supposed to be the better team.
Mm-hmm.
In a game like that, to be down like that and score, what was it, 6 points in 17 seconds?
Yeah. Back-to-back bangs.
Thibodeau defense and guys that have bought into a team.
Yeah.
That's what you need to win a championship. And by the way, it does help that on the other side, you got the biggest fraud in the NBA, Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
The biggest fraud in the NBA. We're talking about this guy for an MVP candidate.
7-foot James Harden.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about this guy for an MVP candidate. He can't even win a playoff game away from home. We're talking about an MVP candidate that bitches and moans, stamps his feet, can't close out a playoff game, up 6 with 17 seconds left. Sitting there in the locker room with his head down, being like, Maxey got fouled, but we win this series. I got news for you, buddy. You might get fucking swept, is what might happen
It might.
with your head down in the locker room. You're a grown man. Pick your goddamn head up. You play a sport for a living. I actually can't stand that. Like, it drives me insane
When
when they bitch in the locker room.
yeah.
It's like, dude, you're getting paid millions of dollars. Pick your fucking head up. God damn it.
Yeah, according to him, they should be up 2-0. They're the better
Well,
team.
they're going to win the series, according to him.
Yeah.
They're going to win the series, according to him.
Mhm.
Right? That's what he's saying. With his head down.
Yeah.
Picking at his fucking hair like a bot. That's how I used to act when I was in middle school. My dad would yell at me after I had a bad game. Like, pick your fucking head up, dude. You're a grown man.
Dude, I think I'm kind of
Playing
on the
a
Knicks,
sport.
I think I'm kind of on the Knicks train with you. I kind of love him. I
Dude,
love
get
Jalen
on
Brunson,
board.
and he's just a winner, dude.
Get on board,
He's
Josh.
a winner. One in high school, one in college. He's bound to win in the NBA.
Bound to win in the NBA.
Bound to win the NBA.
And I'll tell you what, dude. No, and I do want to step away from the. I do want to step away, Lauren. We're gonna talk about that in a second. I do want to step away from the Sixers for a second and talk about the Knicks. The Jamar Chase Joe Burrow method works at every level, and I think teams need to start realizing that. Putting guys together that already have great chemistry and already have a great relationship leads to winning ball games and leads to positive locker rooms. There are 3 guys on that Knicks team that played at the highest level that Villanova basketball and college basketball has ever seen.
Yeah.
All together.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're telling me they get to go on an NBA floor. And by the way, they have all the trust in the world in each other.
Yeah.
You think when Jalen Brunson dishes that ball back out to Dante after he missed the first one, he's worried that he's going to miss the second one?
No, you can't give him 2.
No shot. You can exactly. That's the mentality. You can't give him 2. You can't give my guy 2.
No, you can't give him 2.
And the same thing when Josh Hart's feeling himself. Jalen Brunson and Dante DiVincenzo, I tweeted it last night. For those of you that may not have watched college basketball, that's what Josh Hart did at Villanova. He was the number 1 option. He would fucking fillet you on offense, dude. He would give you 22 and it looked fucking easy. And then he'd go on the other end and guard your best player. He was like Devin Carter, but better.
Yeah.
Like, he would fillet you on
He
offense.
was
Like,
so
you
good.
couldn't stop
that
him.
team was disgusting.
But you couldn't stop him.
No.
And in the NBA, we've seen him be, which is they talk about all the time, you got to change your role, right? 3 and D, more so a D guy, like doesn't really get the rock in his hands. And now we're seeing in this series, it's like, yo, Jalen Brunson's not scoring at the clip he had in the regular season. Someone needs to step up. Josh Hart is literally doing the things that Josh Hart used to do. And because he's got 2 guys that, by the way, are the next 2 best guys on the team that have full faith in him, that played basketball with him in college, let's let him go.
Yeah.
Let's let him run.
I think if you're the Knicks, too, you got to be happy. Like, Jalen hasn't even played well, and you're up 2-0.
Played well, dude.
Like, can you imagine if he starts playing well?
Hasn't even played well, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
they are a team.
No, yeah.
And teams win championships, not players.
sure.
That's why AD and LeBron aren't going to win outside the bub.
Yeah.
That's why Joel Embiid will never win. And that's why Jokic and the Nuggets win every time because they're a team.
Yeah.
That's why. I'll tell you what, that's why. I mean, we got to talk about it a little bit. But Zach Wilson got traded to the Denver Broncos. And I'll tell you what, there might not be a worse pairing in the NFL than those new Broncos uniforms and Zach Wilson. Like, that might be the worst pairing of all time.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Like, that is,
promise you.
but I'm just, like, what's their plan? Do you see their quarterback setup?
Yeah, it's him, Jared Stidham, and Ben DiNucci.
That might be the worst quarterback room in the history of the NFL.
Dude.
And I'll tell you what, I bet Ben DiNucci's going to be putting out like hats, you know, those Dallas
Yeah,
hats that he
yeah.
made, but it says Denver upside
Yeah,
down. And he's going to
yeah.
think he broke the internet
Dude.
again.
Hey, do you remember those TikToks when people were like starting Ben DiNucci and
Ben DiNucci.
Ben DiNucci. Like the Italian music.
Ben DiNucci. But like, what's their plan? Why trade for Zach Wilson then?
I mean, I would assume that they're not gonna they're gonna cut one of those guys. Like Ben DiNucci's probably gone. He's not gonna be.
You think they're not going to rip that trio?
No,
That would be the worst trio to be put on a piece of
so
paper
bad.
depth chart.
I think that they're gonna draft Bo Nix. I think, and I think they might start Zach for maybe like 3-4 weeks. Let Bo, I don't know, ease his way in a little bit, but
Yeah.
that might be why they got Zach.
Do you think he's their starter?
Yeah, over the other two for sure.
But I'm saying, like, do you think the Broncos are committed to if they don't grab someone in the draft? I'm sure they're going to draft somebody, but
well, if they don't draft somebody, he's gonna have to be. But I can't imagine they don't draft somebody.
But why would you grab him if you're going to draft a rookie? He's the worst mentor of all time.
Well, I don't think they want him to be a mentor. I think they just want him.
Fight
Maybe
for the job.
honestly though, but if if they start him, say, and Bo Nix sits like 4 or 5 games, and Zach Wilson somehow looks good, then that trade looks genius. They can trade him for a 5th round pick, or you know what I mean? Like they can get a little bit more back on their investment.
I'll tell you what, from experience, it'll make the Denver Broncos buy into whatever rookie quarterback they draft quick when he sucks.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be like, just play, can't be worse than Zach.
Yeah, no chance.
And I got news for you, he won't be.
Yeah, no chance.
He won't be.
Doesn't
But
matter who you take.
That
unless
uniform.
It's Drake May.
Yeah, Goots. I'm seeing that all over my Twitter. If anyone can fix Zach Wilson, it's Sean Payton. I got news for you. No one is going to fix. He just wasn't ready, dude.
Yeah.
He needs another 3 years on a bench to be able to play an NFL game and be good. That's just the reality of the situation. And that's what he was going to get if A-Rod didn't go out on MetLife and blow up his Achilles.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate for him because I think, we could be looking back 2 years, 3 years. He's got all the intangibles, dude. He's got a fucking cannon of an arm. He's super mobile. He just has no idea what he's looking at. Ever. Yeah. And he had the worst O-line possibly in NFL history. Yeah. So that doesn't help either. I feel like I also want to address what happened in Dallas last night.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say we're sharp because I don't like doing that because I don't think I am. I think relatively I'm pretty stupid. The Stars are the biggest frauds in the NHL. Like, I just feel like I don't want to be rude. Yeah. I live in this city. I love the city. I'm a big Mavs guy. I'm betting on the Mavs again tonight. Sneak preview. Like, literally putting a mortgage payment on the Mavericks tonight in GTA. There's no way they're losing two in a row to that botted-ass Clippers team. But, man, the Stars are fraudulent.
They're so bad.
Have they ever come through in a big spot?
No, not
They're
that
like
I-
your
not
buddy
that I
that
know
every
of.
time he goes to the bar and is like, yeah, where are the chicks at? And then you get to the bar and you're like, dude, they're right there. And he doesn't do a thing.
Just stands there.
Like, that's what the Stars are. That's what the Stars are. They're your buddy that all pregame. Like, yo, where are the chicks at? Dude, who's calling the chick? Where are the chick? Where are the girls at? And then the minute you get to the bar, the NHL playoffs, it's like, yo, go talk to those chicks. And they're like, nah, dude, I need to get a couple more drinks in. It's like, dude, can we figure it out?
Dude,
Dallas Stars.
Danny Mahoney's fired up. Captain Stone's back. That's Mark Stone, yeah.
Lauren, I know you don't believe that, man. I know you don't believe that.
Side betting.
But I know you don't believe it.
Yeah,
I
there's no
know
chance.
she don't believe that. Like, let's also talk about the Vegas Knights are the way better team.
Would have went to OT if it wasn't for dumbass challenges when they were offsides.
This is the most copium back-to-back Bookit Prime Lauren Cowling I've seen in my life. And listen, I'm a fan of copium. I do it all the time, okay? I'm a Jets fan. I take a hit of copium every morning when I wake up, okay? Check my Twitter just to see some edit of some Jets player just to get my blood moving. But Danny Mahoney, I agree. I think, like, Vegas, VGK is all the way back. Like, with
just-
Mark Stone, like,
They were also so banged up during
So
the year.
banged
They do this every year, too. I think last year they were super banged up, too.
Mm.
And 2 years ago, maybe.
I don't know.
No, I think that they've definitely been banged up in years past.
Did you see
when
the
they've been good in the playoffs.
Islanders' historic collapse?
I did see that. That was tough.
That was tough.
That was so
That was
tough.
tough. Like, let's talk about it. That was tough. That was tough. That was tough. If I was an Islanders fan, and I feel like I've been in situations like that before with my teams,
Yeah.
there's just, you don't sleep.
No.
You don't sleep, man. 5 straight, you don't sleep.
I've only been on the other end of that with the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks have done that a couple times in the playoffs, and it was electric. But I could not imagine being on the other side.
You
of it.
don't sleep.
No.
I got news for you. You don't sleep. You don't sleep. You don't sleep. It's just like one of those things where it's like they shouldn't even like the Islanders are just so mid and moose every single fucking year, but somehow they're in the playoffs every year. And it's like, dude, when you get a 3-0 lead on the Hurricanes, like this is bustos.
Yeah.
5 straight.
Tough. 2 in 20 seconds,
5
I believe.
straight.
Right? 2 in 20 seconds.
Straight. 5 straight.
Yeah, that's tough. That's like Trent shit when he.
That is
when he had
literally the Canucks in that legendary parlay that just blew up his whole bankroll. That is brutal.
Awful. Dude,
That is brutal.
You were saying something about edits, and that just made me think of something that I tweeted yesterday. Did you see that?
Oh yes, I did.
This video.
And you don't tweet often.
I don't. But this video literally did something.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you throw it up.
Literally did something.
I'm gonna let you throw it up. What is everyone talking about in chat? What are we doing right now?
Disgusting.
Gross.
It's so sick.
Gross.
How do you even make that? Like, how do you edit that?
I have an honest question for you because I've never been in this position and I'd love to know.
Yeah.
What does it feel like just knowing for certain you're drafting like who's supposed to be the next Pat Mahomes? Like just knowing that like you are in a draft, got lucky enough to be the number 1 pick in a draft where a quote unquote generational player you are going to draft.
You've never been in that situation with Zach?
No, dude.
No.
We've never been the number
No, I
1
just
pick.
said it fucked
Trevor
around.
Lawrence was supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's been moose and we won against the Titans and blew that one up.
No, but dude, it feels, amazing. We have life. We've never had a 4,000-yard passer.
That's
Ever.
insane.
Ever.
That's crazy.
And everyone's talking like this kid's going to do it in his first year. I mean, I hope he does, but I'm setting expectations not too high for him in the first year. But I think we have to make the playoffs. I guess it's high expectations, but we have
That's
to make the
super
playoffs.
high
We
expectations.
had 7
for a
wins last
rookie
year. We
quarterback.
had 7 wins last year, so as long as he's a little better than Justin, we'll be fine. But I don't know. We own the draft. We have the first overall pick and 9. So like,
And you might get 8.
yeah, we might. That would be
The
sick if
Falcons
Atlanta
bought
got
him.
him. That would be unbelievable. But yeah, dude, it feels amazing. And it's just like automatic we're taking him. We haven't met with another quarterback. He hasn't met with another team. So like, just done.
That's kind of what you want.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
You want to be definitive.
Like,
which I
that's the
love.
problem with the Commanders right now.
Did you see what they did with their quarterbacks? They invited them all at the same time, and they went to dinner with all of them at the same time.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
I don't even
what?
like when we do company dinners.
Yeah. And they're just like all these random.
If I'm competing for a draft spot, why would I want to sit next to fucking Bo Nix if I'm Jaden Daniels at
Exactly.
dinner?
Exactly.
Dude, the Commanders literally do
Like
nothing
trying to
right.
sell yourself to a team. Like that's so weird. Like
The Commanders
with the
literally
other-
don't do anything right.
No, it's just odd. Like I really don't like that. But
Like, no wonder Jaden Daniels' agent is liking tweets and talking shit about the Commanders. Like, that's fucking horrible.
yeah, I don't think he's going there. I think it's gonna be Drake. I think Drake's
I think
going
it's going to
too.
be Drake, man.
I think so.
Do we not value the Heisman anymore? Just genuine question.
I don't know if the Heisman should be valued super high. Honestly, just with the past.
Because that's back-to-back years where the Heisman winner didn't even...
Well, Caleb's a Heisman winner.
But I'm saying, like, the year of the
year
Heisman
of.
winner.
Yeah, just like look at like Baker. Like Baker was a Heisman winner when he was the number 1 overall pick. He was mid. I mean, not mid, but like worse than you would expect him. Kyler Murray's the same way. Like he won the Heisman, went to the league, number 1 overall pick, but like he's not like insane by any means. Yeah, Lamar 2-time MVP. I have something to say about that. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Goots, can we just
Dudes, get outta here.
until he wins a fucking
Get outta
playoff
here.
game? Hey, Goots.
Me and Goots have a little side bet that the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl before the Ravens.
Let me talk to Goots. Goots, why don't you step in my office real quick? Until that motherfucker wins any game that means anything, I don't want to hear Lamar's name in this household. Because I put $1,000 on that moose shit franchise to win the bowl, and he lost in his first fucking playoff game. At home. But I don't want to hear it, Goots. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Spamming
Goots.
Lamar.
I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it, Goots. Who did he play? Was it the fucking Chiefs? It was
Yeah.
the Chiefs. Yeah. Goots, shut the fuck up. I just can't, man. That just pissed me off thinking about that ticket I had in my pocket. Moose shit Lamar.
Yeah.
Literally moose shit Lamar.
Yeah.
And fucking, who's that bot? Zay Flowers?
Yeah.
Fucking putting his arm out, fumbling the ball. What a bastard. That was a shit wager. Shit wager. You want to talk about shit wagers? The Magic plus 5.5. I took that yesterday. Roma money line. They got fucking smoked.
What ended up happening in the Milan game?
2-1 inner.
2-1.
2 red cards.
Oh,
It was a great derby.
Really?
Derby.
Dude says see you this weekend.
Yeah, all right, kids. Yeah, all right, kids. You better not say Lamar in this fucking household. All right, let's serve some slate, Josh. Run me the cook. Welcome back to Slate Surfers, the part of the show where Josh and I surf the slate. Josh, we got plenty of games on. I'm going to tell you exactly what we're doing today. Are you ready for it?
Yep.
First on the ballot, can you pull up the EPL on your bookie, on your book?
I got it right
Bookly.
here.
Can you tell me what both teams to score in Chelsea Arsenal is?
Both teams to score.
And then I'll tell you what we're doing.
Let's see. Which game? Chelsea Arsenal?
Yeah.
Minus 140.
So here's what we're going to
Yes.
do. Is the over 2.5 from when I saw it last night?
The over is. Yeah, it's 2.5, 3.5. It's the over at 2.5 is minus 185. The over at 3.5 is plus 135.
Exactly what I saw last night.
Yeah.
So you're telling me we're juicing the over at 2.5,
That's it.
but both teams to score is only minus 140?
I like that read.
So I'm telling you what we're doing. First of all, it's Arsenal, money line. We're bouncing back after that disastrous Champions League performance. Bouncing back, Arsenal. Punch my ticket.
I like
Both
that.
teams to score, minus 140. Punch my ticket. Bukayo Saka to score, plus, I think it was, if you can look it up, plus 3 something, plus 2 something.
Saka goal. There's so much shit, dude.
I know.
It's plus 130.
Plus 130. Wow, it was like plus 200 last night.
Really?
Or plus
130,
150 something last night.
Anytime score.
Saka to score, plus 130. All 3 in those games. Can you now take me to Juventus, Lazio in the Coppa Italia? Joshy,
I can do that. Just money line. What do you want?
you read me the lines.
Oh, Coppa Italia. We're in a different.
Yeah.
We're in a whole different league now.
Yeah.
Give me.
Yeah. For those of you that might have just missed that, we're taking. I don't want to take Arsenal minus 1.5, but Arsenal money line is minus 200.
I think you just take both teams to score. I kind of like that.
Both teams to score minus
Do you
140.
think Arsenal scores 3 goals?
I don't see them scoring 3 goals. Dude.
Yeah, so then just take both teams to score.
I agree. I think both teams
Yeah.
score.
Don't even worry.
Again, we need to see lineups. So no one bitch. Unless there's a penalty, Cole Palmer's not scoring in this game. I hate to say it.
Oh, the boys play today?
Ooh, Lazio.
The Bergamo boys?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
Fiorentina.
It is both teams to score, a Saka goal, and once I see the lineups, I'll tell you exactly what we're doing with the spread. It might be Chelsea plus 1.5, to be honest with you. That feels good. All right, Josh.
Yes, sir.
Lazio Juventus.
We're there.
We're in the Coppa Italia.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-final.
Yep.
Juventus is up 2-0 on aggregate.
Okay.
And you know what we do?
Do we take Lazio? No. They're home, correct?
You take Juve,
You take Juve?
and they close it out.
They're both plus 180. This is a.
You take Juve
Pick
and you
'em.
close it out. You take Juve and you close it out. You take Juve and you close it out.
You said it's 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
They're up 2.
So they could concede. They
Yeah.
can concede.
Yeah. They're minus 1,600 to advance. Plus
Are they going to
180.
come out and sit back? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think 2's a big enough lead to sit back like that.
No. So I really do think you take Juve again and you close it out. Let's move on to the finals.
Okay. I like that.
You know what I mean? This is your only chance at a trophy now.
I would do the draw no bet.
Drano, what's Juve Drano bet?
It's a pick 'em at draw no.
Yeah, let's do that. Juve
Because I think
Drano bet.
I think the plus 180, like,
I
because
agree.
they'll take a draw all day. You know what I mean? Like Juve will take 0-0 all day, 1-1 all day.
I think Juve will park bus if they score first. I don't see
Oh, yeah,
Juve
for
coming
sure. If they
out
go
committing to
3-0,
immediately
yeah.
parking the
No,
bus.
you
That's how you
shouldn't.
lose momentum and
That's
you
how
let
you
up
lose
too.
games too.
Yeah.
I used to hate when, like, coaches would do that sometimes. When I would play, they'd be like, "All right, we're gonna start this game off slow, play from the back."
No,
It's like
dude.
no, because then when you go down 1-0, they're like, "We're a better."
Once you go
team.
down 1-0, you're trying to build back
Exactly,
now.
yeah,
Like
it's
you'd
so much
rather
harder.
have a base.
Yeah, I agree.
Allegri is a terrorist manager in GT. I agree. No, but I don't think Juve is going to come out and park the bus with 2-0 lead. I don't think you do that. That's how you lose momentum. The minute Lazio scores, now you're in a disarray.
Yeah.
Because now you have to try to get some sort of offense going. So give me Juve, draw no bet. I agree, Josh. Bang that.
Love it.
Saka to score. Both teams to score. Arsenal, Chelsea. We'll have a play on the spread and money line later in the day.
Can you tell me what the aggregate is on the Atalanta and Fiorentina leg, second leg?
I don't think that's today.
It's not? Oh, it's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I can't look right now. I can try.
Because Atalanta's minus 120 on the three-way, but they're plus 130 to advance. They're probably down 1-0.
Atalanta also just fucking pissed on Liverpool. Fiorentina's up 1-0 aggregate.
Dude, Atalanta to advance?
That could be sneaky for tomorrow.
I kind of love that.
They're minus 125.
All right, we'll save that. We'll save that.
We'll save that max by tomorrow. Okay, here we go. All right, we got NBA playoffs, and I'm not going to lie to you, Josh, I'm back in my bag.
Let's go.
I'm back in my bag. These are the NBA teams that are winning tonight, and I promise you it doesn't get easier than this. Okay, Josh?
Okay.
I want your opinion after every single one, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going back to the Suns. It's Suns money line. I know we don't want to fade Anthony Edwards in this household, but the Timberwolves to have the performance they just had, and that spread not even move an inch, tells us that Vegas thinks the Suns are going to come out punching. And by the way, if you think KD is going to let Anthony Edwards talk shit to him and then come out and get his teeth kicked in again, you're on drugs in GTA. So it's the Suns.
I personally do not like that.
You're on the
I like
Timbies?
the Timberwolves. Well, dude, also, so keep this in mind. When there's no injuries, like from game 1 to game 2, the spreads are always exactly the same in the NBA. They never move them. in the
No, they
playoffs.
move. They move them.
No, they don't move them. Unless
Dude, when
there's
I was
injuries.
betting heavy on the Mavs when they had Jalen Brunson, those spreads are moving like
I
crazy.
promise they're like super consistent with where they keep them. I mean, like they move if they go from home to away. Like game 2 to game 3, it'll change. I don't think that they move very much at all, if at all, from game to game.
Everyone's
if
saying
they're
it's
staying in
the
the same place,
I love the Suns money line.
dude.
I think once you get sunned like that by a guy like Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker's
but
got a
maybe
fire
this is
on him.
Anthony Edwards' like coming out party. Like I'm the face of the NBA now. Like this is my league. It could be.
But if you're Devin Booker, I'm really relying on Devin Booker this game. Like
Yeah.
that's my analysis has nothing to do with how they're playing the game. Who's your daddy? The Suns are just not a good basketball team. I agree with that too.
Yeah.
But I think, dude, I think I might also agree with Lenbong.
Yeah. Yeah.
We might be looking at a one-off, and this
Do
is
it
the
all for
game.
him.
This is the game where Devin Booker comes out, and is like, dude, there's no way this kid's talking shit
Yeah.
in his Adidas shoes. Checks over stripes.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Suns. I also don't hate the over, to be honest with you.
Ant's just so damn good. Like, and he doesn't give a fuck about anything.
No, he doesn't.
Like he's chirping KD, who he watched up.
But
he
that's
watched
what I'm
growing up.
saying. Like, this is where I think that maturity hasn't set in for Ant Edwards yet. You might have poked the wrong bear.
Dude,
You
I think-
might have poked the wrong guy.
I think Anthony Edwards.
And that's why KD just laughed, because he was like, oh, you got us right now. I'll see you game 2, though. That's why I don't think KD said a word back, because I think KD smiled and was like, okay, this is how you want to play this shit. Let's go.
Or does
And when
KD
you
think-
turn KD up, dude, it's fucking raps. It's raps when you turn KD up.
Or does KD think that Anthony Edwards is the bear?
I can promise you KD doesn't think Anthony Edwards is the bear. Because
don't know.
KD's got a couple of these
He was
things.
giving him work last game.
No, I know.
Work.
I know. I will say, though, Nuggets-Lakers series, same shit happened. Nuggets came out, fucking punched him in the mouth. And what the Lakers do last game, they made it a fucking game.
Yeah, they tried.
So I know it's not going to be a blowout.
I feel like the Lakers do this every time with Denver. It's like they're always just like right there. they never win.
No,
They never
always.
beat them.
Literally
Yeah.
always.
Every game, it's like Lakers fans are like, dude, we have them. We're literally right there. Next
Up
game, we have them.
20.
Yeah. And then they just
Once we
check.
get back at home, we're going to
Yeah.
bust. But it's a Suns plus 2.5, Suns money line for me in that in-game
Okay.
one.
I would just take Timberwolves money line personally.
And if you
I
want a
wouldn't take
square?
the 3.
Devin Booker points more than.
Okay. I don't hate that at all.
Pacers, Bucks. It's the Bucks again. I just don't like the Pacers are dead, man. Tyrese Halliburton's not as good as we thought he was. The freaking little mini mid-season tournament after that, he's averaged like 14 points. So
Yeah.
the kid is a fluke.
Yeah.
I don't think the Pacers are good. Dame Lillard is now in playoff Dame mode, which is scary as fuck. And when you watch this Bucks team, you realize losing Giannis, obviously punch in the gut. What a thing! What a guy to lose. They still got guys, man.
Yeah, they're
They still got guys.
It's kind of just how they
And guys
play
enough
their
to
D.
beat the shit out of the Pacers without Giannis.
Yeah,
So give me the Bucks again in game 2.
I got a play that
At
you like
home.
in this game.
Oh,
The over 223.5.
took that last game, got fucking rinsed.
Well, take it again this game. It's gonna hit.
All right. Let's
I think
do
the
it.
Pacers will bounce back a little bit. I think they're gonna play well. I don't know if they're gonna win, but I think they're gonna hang around with the Bucks a little bit better.
But if you want to play,
Bucks are still fraud.
Tyrese Halliburton PRA more than. I know he's on the opposite side, but he took like 6 shots, 9 shots.
Yeah.
He's got to take more shots
has
in
to.
game 2. But give me the Bucks. The play of the day, the play of the week, the play of the cinch. Mavs money line on a bounce back against the Clippers. They're not losing 2 in a row to this team. And I'll tell you what Luka does really well is when you punch him in the mouth, he comes back up and he fucking socks you. The Mavs money line, Luka points more than. The Mavs don't drop 2 in a row. That's not what this Mavs team does.
I'm in.
And what happened last year is going to happen in this game as well. When you punch Luka in the mouth, he doesn't go to bed. He comes out the next game ready to tear you limb from limb. And James Harden's not dropping another 30 ball
In GTA.
in GTA. In GTA. Tear limb from limb GTA. But it's the Mavs money line on a bounce back. They don't drop 2 in a row. Luka Doncic more than points. I took his more than PRA, missed by a hook. But Luka Doncic more than points. The Mavs on a bounce back. Those are my 3 plays.
I love it.
Suns,
I love
Bucks,
that.
Mavs.
I love the Mavs.
I think I'm just taking the better teams.
See, I don't know if you're taking the better team in the Suns Timberwolves.
I know you don't believe that.
I don't know if you.
No, I'm saying I know you don't believe that I.
Yeah,
that
no,
I-
I know.
yeah. Like I'm agreeing with you. I know
Yeah.
you think the Timberwolves are the better team. And you know what though?
I got you.
Honestly, Josh,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the Suns at plus chicken. And if I lose that bet, I'm then okay admitting this Timberwolves team is for real and way better team. But I need to see them beat KD and Booker twice.
That's fair.
I just need to see them do it twice.
That's fair.
And I don't mind losing my money while doing it.
Yeah, I mean, you got your coins on one of the best scorers of all time, so you're okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with losing this bet on the Suns.
Yeah.
And then because then I get to talk shit about Devin Booker. And I'm down to do that because I think he's a fraud too. Josh, can we talk about some NHL playoff hockey?
We can.
Can I interest you?
Let's do it.
I'm trying to tap back in. Richie Parlay says Mikey may be unusually dialed. I'm going to choose to not take that as an insult. I'm going to choose to not take that as an insult. But I am feeling rather dialed. Or than the Mavs from 2 years ago. Dan's bets. Drink a coffee. Relax. The Rangers minus 1.5. Like, why aren't we just doing it every time? The Capitals shouldn't be in the playoffs. The Capitals are the way worse team. The Rangers at home. This is going to be the biggest sweep I think we've seen in the NHL playoffs in a long time. I don't think the Capitals have a pulse.
No, they don't.
I really don't.
I mean, being minus 300 in a playoff game is
Insane.
absurd.
Insane. Like, insane. Insane.
I think I kind of like the under in this game today, though.
Might be
between
grab
those
my
two.
broomski. We might have a broomski day ahead of
We
us,
might.
dude.
We might. I do like the under in that game, though. I could see the
Okay.
Caps getting shut out in this game.
I don't hate that at all.
I would
It's a
not be
playoff
surprised.
platter.
Yeah.
You like the under?
Yeah, I like the
I
under.
think the Rangers minus 1.5. I just think it's one of these teams where it's one of these series where you're really getting a team that shouldn't be there against a team that's revved up and ready to go. And in hockey, those teams get put away fat.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the Rangers minus 1.5. Even if I lose that bet, chalk it up because like, the Capitals shouldn't even be here.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I like it.
Lightning Panthers. Why wouldn't we just take the over?
I don't hate that at all. I mean, those two.
I don't really
teams
wanna pick a
scream
side.
over, don't they?
I don't really want to pick a side, but I really want to take that over.
Dude, I would. I don't hate the Lightning either. Plus 150. But yeah, I kind of like the. I like the over.
You like the Lightning in that?
Yeah.
I like the over in this one, and I also like the over in the Avalanche Jets too.
The over in that.
You don't
I like
love that?
I don't know if I love that.
Should
I
we
do
just take
like
the Avs minus 120 on the road?
See, I like the Jets.
Okay.
I like the Jets in
Okay.
that game. But I mean, I know nothing.
I'm also but I'm okay not touching this game.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I'm
think
okay
I would,
not touching this game.
Yeah. Last game's
I'll tell you what.
disgusting.
I'll tell you what game I'm putting my hands all over. Put my hands all over it.
What do
Give
you
me the
think?
Preds plus 1.5.
Minus 200.
Is it minus 200?
Yeah.
All right, just give me the Preds money line then. Fuck 'em.
Plus 130.
I got to go to a Preds game. That's a sick barn. They're not at home yet, but I'm down to root for the Preds. Nashville Preds, they're sick.
Yeah.
We had I wish I brought the jersey.
What was his name?
I can't even remember his name.
Any of
Tommy
his jersey.
Tommy something.
Tommy.
Who's the guy, guys? Who's that Preds guy I made the video on? Tommy whatever. I took him to score. Ended up busting. What was his name?
Novak.
Tommy Novak. Tommy fucking Novak. Matt Gauthier in chat. Tommy fucking Novak. Benji Betts as well. Yeah. No, yeah. Preds aren't going down 2-0. Give me the Preds. Give me the Preds. You want to talk baseball? Because I almost clean swept yesterday. I went 1-1.
Let's do it. You went 1-1.
Almost clean swept. Went 1-1.
Went 50%.
I would love living in Nashville. I think I would pass away in GTA if I lived on Broadway.
Yeah, you'd be drinking a lot. That place is so fun.
Like, they need to get Morgan Wallen out of there. I know why he acts the way he acts.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all. That's if I lived in that environment, I would go nuts.
That's funny.
Let's talk some baseball, Josh.
Let's do it.
Every game went under yesterday.
Yeah.
How about the Oilers, Mikey? Yeah, that hurt. I do want to talk about that. My parlay was almost so surgical. And I'm not going to lie to you. Hope he's watching. I was ripping Chelly over text last night. I was like, this is the fucking team preseason you picked to win the cup? The Kings? This team is fucking moose shit. And then he was like, but I have the over. And then after I told him I was sitting on a 1.5, he then texted me every time there was a goal saying bang as if I had the over. And I was like, dude, you need to stop. I don't have the over. I have the Kings plus 1.5. Like, this needs to stop.
That's funny.
But we were close. I had VGK plus chicken. All right. All right, let's talk about it. Josh, I'm waiting for my fucking day, and it's here, Marcus Stroman Day. The Yankees minus 1.5. Marcus Stroman Day. And I don't take them very lightly. Marcus Stroman Day, Yankees minus 1.5, and you can take Marcus Stroman's fantasy score as high as they got it. Lauren, you want to dial in on an MLB live score, you take Marcus Stroman strikeouts. I don't know why people are so out on Stroman, but the kid was a fucking... I want to say it because I like saying it, and I hope Krabs is listening. The kid was fucking nails last year on the Cubs in his spots, and the kid has been nails in his first start on the Yankees. And now you're telling me he gets the moose shit A's after the Yankees drop one to the A's? Put him on the bump and watch him put the Oakland A's to fucking bed. Marcus Stroman Day, Yankees minus 1.5. Marcus Stroman fantasy scores as high as you can take it.
Don't hate it at all. Even though I hate Marcus Stroman. But.
Again, Josh,
Yes.
why don't we just take the Braves minus 1.5 against some shit Marlins? Like, they suck. I'm okay with admitting it. They suck. And you got Max Fried.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. Yeah, you might as well take the
Braves minus 1.5.
minus 120.
Yeah, put it on my card as well. Put it on my platter
Also, how do you not just take the Doyers minus 1.5 against Patrick Corbin? Wow. Patrick Corbin is moose.
Patrick Corbin is fucking
The total's
moose.
10 in that
Stroman
game.
got motion. I got news for you.
Total's 10 in that game as well.
Yankees minus 1.5. Braves minus 1.5. Dodgers minus 1.5.
Let's
Someone
go.
text that to
That's
Trent.
the most trend. I was gonna say.
Someone text that
That's
to
the
Trent.
most Red Rock lay of all
Yeah,
time.
it's the most Red Rock.
Of
That is
all time.
literally Red Rock level lay from Trent. No, but I love that too. Also, Josh, tell me why, with these two bottomuses on the bump, we don't take the Padres Rockies over 9.5.
Dude, doesn't that kind of scare you though? Like, why isn't that total way higher?
Okay, I'm off.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm off. Say less. I'm off. That's all I need. I just need, like, when I say why not, the minute you say why not, I'm off.
Fair enough.
I'm off.
One thing I do love though is the Cubs over. I love that. Astros Cubs over 10.5.
Dude, I was just looking at that.
I love that.
I kind of like the Astros.
Yeah. I don't know.
dude,
I could see this being a really close game. I would rather just take the over. But I also got a little Cubs PP.
Can we take the Tigers at plus chicken with Made on the bump?
The Tigers?
I would like to
plus
do that.
Chick? I don't like that.
Hold on.
I wouldn't hate the under in that game.
Josh, sound my alarm.
What?
You need to sound my alarm. It's fucking Logan Gilbert Day. What are we doing?
God,
It's fucking Logan Gilbert Day. It's Logan Gilbert Day. The Mariners are a free bet. It's Logan Gilbert Day in the Moose Shit Ranger Stadium. It's Logan Gilbert Day. The Mariners. It's the Mariners.
Have you like been keeping track of how the system's been working?
It hits every time.
It does.
It's like
never
1,000, dude. I think maybe it missed 2 times last year.
That's I mean,
Well, what are his starts? Give me
I
his
don't know.
starts. He's 3-1 this year, so it's already fucking
yeah,
3-1 on Logan Gilbert days.
yeah, printing.
Right?
Printing.
No, he's 1-0. 1-0 on Logan Gilbert days.
Well, he's definitely played more than that. I just want to know if they won or not. Because like that, just if he got the win or not.
Josh, Logan Gilbert Day is literally the freest cheese on the board.
Okay.
I think I kind of look
It's
like
here
Logan
too.
Gilbert
Should we go to
too,
Logan
dude.
Gilbert Day?
Oh my god, it is here, dude.
Yeah.
What time's that game at?
7:05.
But I would love to actually go to that game. I've
Logan
never seen him
Gilbert
pitch
Day.
live.
You can go.
I would love to go to Logan Gilbert Day. Actually, that would be sick. Fuck, I actually might go to Logan Gilbert Day. I'm very much down to go to Logan Gilbert Day. I gotta text my girlfriend. All right, yeah, it's Logan Gilbert Day. What was your Cub square before we move on?
If Jan Gomes starts, it's Jan Gomes Day. If he doesn't start, it's where was it?
Mariners are 3-1 in his starts. Brock D45 in
There
the
we go.
chat. Logan Gilbert Day.
There we go.
Logan Gilbert Day.
Alexander Canario, more than 1.5 hitter strikeouts. There you go.
Who?
Demon. This dude that we just called up last week. Alexander Canario. More than 1.5 hitter strikeouts.
Bro said with my GF after Joshy asked, we now know where Mikey stands, boys. Josh, we don't hang out.
Yeah, no, not a ton.
I think he was like saying that you were like, do you want to go to Logan Gilbert Day? I think that was more so you asking me if I wanted to go on my own accord, not like together.
I mean, I would potentially go. I got a haircut today.
Josh and I don't do much together. So, like, I don't know if I was reading that situation wrong, but I wasn't. I thought you were more so being like, do you want to go? Like,
no, it was
asking
both.
Singular me if I wanted to go. And I was like, dude, I would actually love to go to
should
Logan
go.
Gilbert Day.
I don't know if I could go, but I would go if I could.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, Mikey lives in the city. I live down here, so it's like.
No, Dilgod. I think that's not how I took it, though.
No, yeah.
If that's what you meant, then I'm flattered because Josh and I never hang out. But
We don't never.
well, not
hang out.
never.
Yeah.
When we're on trips together,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
spend a lot of time together. But you know, haircut chalks for us today. That is true. When I get a haircut,
It does.
well, first of all, your girlfriend's not going to want you stepping out with a fresh cut.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
She's going to keep you under lock and
big
key.
problem.
Except for my girlfriend, which is something I want to talk to you about because I feel like you get haircuts frequently. She hates when I get my haircut.
Why? She just
Apparently,
likes
it's like a
long hair.
thing. Girls hate haircuts. They think guys look worse with haircuts, and I feel like we're raised to think that we look better in haircuts. And like I like to think when I'm having a bad week, get a haircut, reset the vibes. I look way better.
Yeah.
But apparently, look way worse with haircuts.
Dude, I feel like I look a lot. I feel like I look homeless when my hair grows out.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
but then Alex Earl also said it. She was like, I hate when he gets a haircut.
It might depend on like the kind of hair you have. Like if you like have like super long hair and you get a haircut, they might not like it. But I feel like if you have like a fade, like you get like tapers, like you kind of need to keep getting haircuts, or else your hair just looks silly.
I mean, we should probably all day, Alan. Maybe you should get a cut. 3 years feels like a lot.
3 years.
Yeah, dude. What are you, down to your butt cheeks?
Wow.
You got hair down to your fucking
I
ass.
got Tarzan hair.
But apparently it's like a thing, dude. Because I see it on social media all the time. Every time I talk about something like that, it pops up on my social media. Like apparently it's a thing. Girls don't like when guys get haircuts.
Interesting. I've never heard that. My girlfriend hates me.
Yeah, she might just hate me too. Might just
That's
every
good.
time I want to do something, she might just hate me. No, I'm just kidding. Girls don't like the fade like we thought they did. See, that's a take I can get behind. That's a conversation I'd be more open to having tomorrow on a longer platform.
I think it just
Have
depends.
we overvalued the fade?
I think it just depends. Like, I mean, I think it just depends on your hairstyle too. Like how your hair grows. Like I've got super straight hair, so like I have to, or my hair looks silly. Like you have super curly hair, so like you can grow it out and it like stays like contained on your head.
Oh, it's not.
Mine,
I
no,
gotta
it
put like
definitely does
hair
that.
gel on this shit.
Mine literally just like, I mean, as you could tell, it just goes straight down, straight out. Like I used to have long hair and I had it was literally a bowl when I was a kid. It was so funny.
But I think that's a phenomenal. Dude, this is starting to set in a little bit. I feel like we get a fade to impress the boys. And I think we might be overvaluing the fade in the female community. I don't think the fade hits as hard as we thought it did in the female community. But I think in the male community, you get a lot of
smacks.
respect if you
Yeah,
get a
for
good
sure.
fade.
Maybe
and I
that's
think, let's
true.
be honest, as guys, it feels better when you impress the homies than the chicks, I feel. So we might be getting our haircuts for the guys if we're
Yeah.
getting fades.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in love with that take.
Just like girls don't dress for guys, we don't get haircuts for girls.
But I always thought like, oh fuck, I gotta get a haircut if I'm going on a date. Dude, I don't
dude, I
know.
mean-
I'm like in love with this take now.
I think it also matters what nationality you are. Like I'm
LMNG,
middle.
I'm agreeing. I'm saying I think we are getting fades low key to impress the boys. I don't think we're getting fades to impress the girl. You never get a fade and the girl goes, wow, that's a really nice fade. Beer boys be like, damn, that shit's crisp.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it matters on nationality too. Like, if like you're a super white boy and getting fades, I don't know if like necessarily that's like helping you. I don't know.
But that's
I'm
what
Middle
I'm
Eastern,
saying.
but like I'm Middle Eastern, so like I got a little pass. I could do it. It'd be like, dude, all my people do it.
What, the fade?
Yeah, everyone gets fades.
But I
all
feel
Middle
like-
Eastern people get fades.
But even if you want to go nationality, I feel like when the white boys, when we go get our fades, we want the respect.
yeah,
Damn,
I
that
mean,
fade looks good. But from the guys,
yeah, from the boys.
from the boys,
From
is
the
what I'm
boys.
saying.
From the boys. Because
I gotta make sure I dress to impress
Because
my
the boys know that you just sat in that chair for an hour, just getting your head.
That's what I'm saying.
They know. Girls don't get the fades.
But I think deep down, like we're like, we're going out this weekend. I need to get a cut, thinking it's for the girls, but it's really for the guys because you want the boys to be like, dude, that cut is fire.
Another hot take: haircuts always look better on the third day. Like
Well, yeah, you gotta let it grow in.
they always look better on the third day.
You gotta grow in. You gotta grow it in. Gotta grow it in.
Just a little.
But again, Tyler Hero brought back the white boy fade. I agree. I think he might have. I think European soccer did more of a job of bringing that back
Yeah.
for them. But dude, I don't know. I'm actually in love with this take. I'm in love with this take. Whoever's on the Bookit Sports account, if it's Trent with his fucking feet in the sand, when you come back to work, we can talk. But while you're on vacation,
Trent does
stay out of
rock
my
a fade
chat.
all the time,
Yeah.
but I like it.
Till he gets back to work.
Mike, you need a burst
fade.
fade. That would be kind of tough with your hair.
Yeah, I
You know what
might.
a burst fade is?
I might get a burst fade. Yeah.
Just
No.
the sides, little faded in.
Like a
That'd be-
mohawk
Yeah, that'd be
kind of
tough.
deal. Yeah, we might do that. All right. Well, I don't want to run into BTL any more than we already have. So listen, you stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. Listen, we end every episode with a little inspiration, a little motivation. Also, by the way, quick announcement: I'm running Surgical Stream today. Me and Josh are running the Surgical Stream today.
Yup.
Because the Bookit Sports account is got his feet up in Belize talking shit. So I'll be running the Surgical Stream today, which means there's a new sheriff in town. There's a new sheriff in town. And the Thunder might meet Trent in Belize. That might be the funniest chat I've seen in a long time. That might be the funniest chat I've read in a long time. But I did want to read something really quickly. We end every episode with a little inspiration, a little motivation. Eric Spoelstra had a quote, and I screenshotted it. And I'll be honest, I've read it the past couple days in the mornings because I feel like it's something that should really resonate with everybody, I feel like. And it's just something that, I'm a big quote guy, and I think he said it perfectly as, a really successful coach as well. Character is not made in a bed of roses and sunshine. Like steel, it's forged in fire between the hammer and the anvil. Right now, we're between the hammer and the anvil. I think that's a great way to put it. I think when you think about your character and the kind of person you are hasn't been shaped by all the good things that happen in your life, right? I think your character it's not made in a bed of roses. It's like steel. It's forged in fire. And by the way, I'll tell you what, if that steel could feel, holy shit, it'd be hot and it would be hurting when you're getting hit by that hammer and the anvil, when you're putting in that heat. And I think that's just something that, for me at least, to understand that when things aren't going your way, when you aren't seeing the success that you want, you're only bettering your character. Because that's when the real you comes out. When things aren't going your way, when you're not seeing immediate success, when you start chasing something and you start getting those doubts, keep in mind that you're getting forged right now. Your character's getting forged, by the way. And at the end of that hammer and anvil and that hot magma, you got a sharp sword that comes out on the other side, right? So just keep in mind, if you're going through that fire, you're just getting your character tested, all right? And your character's made in that heat, in that fire. It's not made in a bed of roses when things are easy and everything's clicking, because it won't click and won't be easy forever. You stay right there. We got BTL coming up next, right here, same stream, same place. Do not move everywhere, as always. Take one step forward for me every day. It gets easier every time you do it. I'm not asking you to sprint, not asking you to jog. Just take one step forward for me. Love you guys, as always. Good morning, good afternoon, good night from the morning.